Hey everyone, Donter here. In today's video, it's going to be a really short video. We're going to be ranking the cards of Triumphant Light. So there are some beautiful alternate artwork cards in this set. I feel like I really like it when I saw all the cards revealed, and I don't think there's a single card in the set that I really dislike. But obviously this is a tier list, so something will be placed lower than the other things. If you don't know me, I'm Donter. I make Pokemon card artist related videos. I have a series called the Pokemon Artist Review, where I review the many artists of the Pokemon TCG. If you like my content, or if you just like my style, or if you want to just hang around, I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers right now, and I'm at 524, which is pretty crazy. Just kind of happened, and I wasn't really expecting it. But regardless, let's just get into this video. So firstly, we have the Houndoom. This is by Matazo. This card is fantastic. I think this is probably one of my favorite cards in the set, just because of the pure fact that it makes Houndoom just look so cool. You really don't get to see Houndoom in these like crazy illustration rare positions very often. We did have that one in Shrouded Fable, which was a very nice looking card, but this one is fantastic. It's really, really good. I love the environment. It's very dreary, kind of misty, foggy almost. You have the Pokemon standing forefront, straight in the middle. You have the, kind of dusty flames kind of coming out of its mouth, which is a really, really cool effect. And you have the red glowing eyes, which is very, very cool. You also have the flowing water as well, and on the right side here, you have a little waterfall, which is really cool. I really like it. I'm going to put it in A tier for now. Maybe might go into S tier, might not. Next, we have the Meryl by Taiga Kayama. This card is, again, fantastic. Really, really good sense of style on the card. Taiga Kayama's art style is very recognizable, I feel like, now. They're very recent artists, but they do have a lot of nice cards. I like how the lily pads are different colors. That's one thing I will mention. You have the yellow, you have the pink, you have the green. Very nice. And you also have some little rocks placed around. Those little rocks have moss growing on them. You have Meryl's doing all different kinds of things. One of them is eating a piece of grass. One of them is holding a piece of grass. One of them is holding its tail. One of them is just swimming. One of them is going underwater. One of them is holding its tail but facing the other way. And then you also have one who's just like wrapping its tail around a little wooden peg. You have a lot of different stuff going on this card. I feel like this one holding its tail is kind of the focal point of the card because it's facing up towards where the camera is positioned, which just looks really nice. I'm going to put it in A tier again. I like both of them for completely different reasons. Next, we have the Unknown by Akita Saki. This card is very cool. Unknown's ability is check, and you can see that the actual Unknown spelled the word check. So you have C, H, E, C, and K. Or other way around. Wait, it's C, H, E, C, K. Yeah, it's like that. It's a little bit weird, but they do spell it, the word check. You have it kind of like placed in these very interesting, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's in like a ruinous kind of area, kind of jungly almost. You have like the palm tree kind of effect, and you have the plants all around in the foreground. You have the Unknown in the middle, which is the C, which looks very cool. It's very interesting. I think it's cool. I like how you have the other Unknowns who aren't like featured in the light asleep. Then you have the one in the middle is awake, which is very cool. It's very visually striking, and this card is very nice as well. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Next, we have the Sudowoodo by Yuriko Akase. Sorry, messed that up. That's okay. We have a Sudowoodo who's just kind of chilling. He's just kind of hanging around a little tree plant shop. And you have like this old man who's he's like a hedge trimmer, right? He's got like the little scissors, and you have like a little hedge right here, and you have Sudowoodo front and center. Very cute, very good idea for a card. The character design in this card is really nice, actually, and the background is quite nice. It's very comforting, and you have like a little waterfall. The card is just overall very nice and comforting, and I'll put it in B tier. I like it. I like it a lot. Next, we have Magnemite by Yukihiro Tada. I love how all the Magnemites are all separated in personality. You have one in the middle, who's smiling. You have another one who's smiling, but he's kind of like attached to this other one who's just kind of staring at him. You have one who doesn't really care. You have one who's looking down at the other ones. You have one that's looking forward into the distance. You have one that's sleeping. You have one that's looking up into the distance in a different direction. And you have one that's like dead. That's cool. You have like a power plant in the background, and you have like a little cloud of steam, or just like a cloud in general, which is cool. I think it's interesting. It's, eye-catching, but it is probably my least favorite out of the ones that we covered. Next, we have the Shaman by Minami Namitake. This card is really, really cool. I love Minami Namitake's style a lot. I think the colors on Shaman are really like poppy. You have like this very vibrant red that's used for a Shaman's like scarf thing. And you have like the trainers in the background, which you can still kind of see, but they're a little blurry just because of the style that is employed here. The city is very like, it's very floral, right? You have a lot of different flowers and plants and leaves and stuff, which is really cool. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's cool as well. I don't know what to say. It's cool. I like it. I like a lot of the cards in the set. They're all just cool. Next, we have the Leafeon Rainbow 2-Star. This card is awesome. It's really, really, really serene, really, really gorgeous by Sayano Misaki. This card is amazing. It really is. I love Leafeon's little simple expression, and you have like a bunch of different leaves, and obviously because it's Leafeon, you have the sun blaring down on the Pokemon. You have like this white plant. You have some pink, purple, yellow, blue. We have I don't know what other colors are implemented in the card. I'm seeing like a little blue down here, blue with yellow, little combo. But it's just overall a really, really stunning card, very breathtaking kind of environment, and it's like kind of a simple like day in the life of card where the Leafeon is just kind of sleepy, but also it does kind of convey serenity, right? And I think that that's really cool. And I'm gonna put it in your top of A tier. I'm gonna put this one at the top, and then I'm gonna put this one above it. That's just how it is. Next, we have the Glaceon by Rika. This card is also really good, but for completely different reasons. I think that the environment of this one is really cool, like the chilly area. You have like these berries that are still growing, so you have a little bit of color placed in this like white atmosphere. You have this yellow and you have the orange of the berries, and then you have some little lily pads, some frozen glacial water as Glaceon steps onto the lake here, or a little puddle or pond, jeez. And you have it having that like dragon's breath effect where it's kind of breathing out and mist is coming out, which is cool. I think that this card is also very, very nice. Again, a nice little day in the life of kind of card. I think that that's a really good idea for a Pokemon like Glaceon, who's pretty well loved. I feel like most people probably like Glaceon. It's an evolution, and I feel like evolutions work well in that day in the life of kind of style. So I like this card quite a lot. Next, we have the Garchomp EX. This is by Tori Yufu. I don't know why I said this was an Nagimiso before in my other video. That is completely wrong. This card is by Tori Yufu. I'm actually surprised because I totally thought it was Nagimiso before. But this card is fantastic. What can I say that hasn't already been said about this card? I mean, you have the Arceus in the background shooting Judgment onto the Garchomp in the foreground here. You have all the different light effects traveling in different directions and different speeds and altitudes and stuff like that. And you have the Garchomp in the foreground who's kind of like swinging around. You have it like in a very dynamic pose, very, very cool. And you have like the background, which is kind of simplistic. You just have some cliffs and stuff, but you have the clouds parting ways as Arceus kind of busts through them, which is very cool. It's just a very breathtaking looking illustration. I like it a lot. Probopass. This is by Masa. This one was probably my favorite, my least favorite of the Rainbow 2-Stars, but not because I don't like it, but because it was a little underwhelming when I first saw it. But I see there's a little bit of character in it, right? You see it's raining. You have like its little children. I want to say they're kind of like children, and they're being protected from the rain inside of this little foliage. And then you have the main Probopass who's kind of looking at him. He doesn't care if he's getting destroyed by the rain, but the little guy's got to stay safe. That's cool. It's a cool concept, and I think that for a Pokemon like Probopass, honestly, you're doing your best there. I think that Pokemon is not really, it's not very interesting. Just as a concept for a Pokemon. I don't know, if Probopass is your favorite Pokemon, then let me know in the comments. But for me, Probopass is probably not my favorite Pokemon, so it's just like, I don't know, he's just kind of a guy with a big nose. So it's cool. It is cool for the Pokemon that is represented, but I'm just gonna put it in bottom B tier. And we have the Arceus by Takumi Wada. This card is my favorite card in this set. I don't know if I want to say that. The Garchomp is a pretty close second or first. But this card, just as an illustration, bar the actual immersiveness of it, is just fantastic. Honestly, the colors in this card are striking. You have the Arceus kind of triumphantly emerging. You have this like beam of gold, beam of red, it's just very, very cool. You have these little balls of energy pulsating as well, and then you have the main like kind of sun flaring in the background as well. You have these really cool crystals which kind of rebound the light onto them, which is again very, very cool. And just purely as an illustration, I think it's probably my favorite card in the set, just because of how much of a presence it commands. It really does command a very crazy presence, and I like it. And yeah, that's Triumphant Light. Triumphant Light is a really small set. We didn't really have that many cards to talk about here. It has 11 of these alternate art, like 1-star, 2-star rainbows, and the immersive card. So we didn't really have a lot to talk about in this review or video or whatever. Regardless, if you enjoy the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you liked about the video. And if you want to, subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. I think my videos are pretty cool. I think that you'll probably think my videos are pretty cool too. Pokemon Artist Review is a pretty awesome series, and I hope you'll enjoy it. And I hope you enjoy my content regardless. Anyways, I gotta go because I got stuff to do. Alright, peace, bye.